Hello, what's going on YouTube world? Sebastian here with Spin Driving School, and in today's video we are going to address rolling stops. I can't believe that either, but it's still a question I get a lot. I do find people do fail their road tests due to rolling stops or just not stopping at all. So we'll try to fix that, hopefully. Before we get to it, a couple of things to address. Ideally, you always want to make sure that you stop before the stop line or your bumper is before the stop line. For sure, bare minimum, your front tires before the stop line. Anything past that, even if your bumper is already past the stop line, it might be a problem depending on how close the sidewalk or crosswalk is in relation to the stop line, because the main reason we're stopping before the stop line is for pedestrians, believe it or not. Yes, it's for other traffic, secondary and so on and so forth, but for the most part it's pedestrians, because usually right after the stop line or in close proximity there'll be a crosswalk or a section where pedestrians may or may not be crossing close to a sidewalk. So that's that. So the way you perceive the distance to the stop line will depend on the height of the driver, you know, what kind of car you drive, how much your nose slopes down, whether you can see the front of the car if you have like an emblem or a logo, you know, on cars like Mercedes, Jaguars, or, you know, Rolls-Royce or Bentleys, etc., fancy cars like that. So that's unfortunately is just all very relative, but your goal is to make sure that the bumper is ahead of the line, and then, you know, if anything, you can always roll up a little bit, depending if it's a two-way or four-way intersection, etc., but we'll address that right now. So let's just get right to it. Okay, so this first example here is going to be where you want to be stopping. So if you see my bumper is just a little bit past the line, that's still okay, you know. This, however, is 100% a rolling stop. So if you do that on the road test, and if you do that too many times, you know, even just twice or 3 times, 4 times, it's game over. You can fail your road test just for that. Believe it or not, this is actually a full stop. So you want to see the line disappear just underneath the hood of the car. But, you know, as long as you roll up, this is definitely still fine. And I mean, if you stop like that, that's pretty much perfect. So that's what you want. This is technically still okay, but I'm going to wave my finger because at the end of the day, this could be considered a rolling stop on, you know, again, based on the situation. Now, bear in mind, this works the same at all intersections. So if you're turning right at a red light, full stop before the stop line. If you're going to turn, creep up and then turn, you know, do it accordingly. If you're going to wait for the green light, like I'm waiting in this case, wait for the pedestrians to cross. You can creep forward as long as you're not blocking the crosswalk on the right hand side, shoulder check, turn to the lane that's closest to you, and you're good to go. So it's the same idea. If you're stopping for any reason at any stop line, it works the same way. That's definitely a full stop, right before the line. If anything, you can always creep up, and this works same way 2 ways and 4 ways. It doesn't matter. I still stop, but I'm stopping past the line. That's a rolling stop. Even I'm stopping fully completely, that is irrelevant. That's going to fail you if you do it too many times. Or depending on the situation, you know, if you give the examiner a heart attack, it might be a dangerous action. Stopping before the line, no problems. This is a rolling stop. I'm stopping fully completely, but past the line. And this last one you'll see here this is pretty much an automatic fail. Now, this isn't me driving. I just caught this one by luck. This person did not stop at all. So if you do that on your road test, you will probably fail the road test, because that is just failure to stop at a stop sign. That's not even a rolling stop, that last video. So anyways, that's it. Hope that helps, and thank you for your support. Thank you for helping me reach the first 1,000 subscribers. Keeps on growing. Thank you again for everything, and we'll see you in the next one. Ciao.